Hey everybody, my name's Tom and this is The Floor is Jelly. So, The Floor is Jelly, probably the most apt name you could give this game if you can just view the floor for a second. It's so cool! So basically, The Floor is Jelly is a game where the universe that you are in, all the solid surfaces are no longer solid, or they were never solid in the first place. It's just jelly, and you can do some really gnarly high jumps. It's like trampolining almost. If you think about a trampoline, like if you jump on a trampoline and you like try and jump when it's at its like lowest, you never get like height, but if you wait for it to like spring back up and then you jump, you get so much height. Oh, it's so much fun. You could just spend a whole day just doing this alone. But yes, so The Floor is Jelly, a game by a gentleman by the name of Ian Snyder, I believe. He created this game, I think it was first featured in IGF in 2012. It was one of the student category finalists. And the music that you hear in the background is by Disasterpiece, who you may probably know most prominently from the game Fez, the little known game called Fez. Disasterpiece done the music for that. So this is a game where, as you can probably tell, it's like a platforming game where you jump about on bouncy stuff and you bounce around on the jelly stuff, and there's things and it looks very pretty and it sounds very pretty and it's very fun. We're going to talk about the game, go through some things that we like, some things that we don't like, how it plays, and what I think generally about the game. So this will be released as of today. It'll be on the Humble store. It's going to be $10 full price, or with its discount it'll be $9 for the first, I think, week or two, and that'll be, as I said, in the Humble store. I'll be able to leave a link in the description below, and we can kind of go out about and play. What I'll do firstly is I'll take a look at the options menu and we'll kind of talk about that. So options menu, volume, full screen, and graphic quality, not very much there at all. So with the game at the moment you have to use keyboard. The first update that the game's going to come with, I did verify with Ian, there will be gamepad support, just not at the moment, but there will be as of the first update. So what I'll do is I'll annotate the video once that's been implemented, but at the moment using keyboard seems to be fine. I would much prefer to have a gamepad, and I would also prefer to have like windowed like size scaling, because I've had to kind of drag the window about to make a 1080p window by like eye rather than it telling me how to do it. So I would prefer that, but aside from that, with the way that the game art style and such, you don't really need many graphical options, I wouldn't say. You don't really need to fine tune it as such. What I've done is I've deleted my saved game, so I've started again. This is the very start. So the game is like a platform game. There are puzzle-A type stuff. It's not really a puzzle platformer at all. I mean, there's certain things that you need to do, but it's mostly just raw platforming. And it reminds me, firstly, just to mention, it reminds me of Super Meat Boy, and we'll look at that in just a moment. But with that added kind of bouncy, there's jelly everywhere. But what we do, so we basically run about these bouncy landscapes with like nice fluttering leaves in the wind, and it's all pretty and autumnal, and we just jump through here. So we jump through these windows with the kind of blinds shaking, and that's how we progress through. So the first couple of levels that you see, this is like right at the very start of the game. It's more like kind of the same way Super Meat Boy would tutorialize, like it just shows you like this is a large jump, this is a certain jump, you need to do this to progress through, and it does that for a couple of levels. And then we start looking at kind of harder things. At the moment it's not too hard. One of the things that will firstly kind of throw you off is the way that the physics work, or the way that the bouncy surfaces work, because you'll initially want to do quite fast movements, but you'll find that you can't, because you just bounce around. It's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. I'm going to say firstly, I've been having a lot of fun with the game. It's a beautiful looking game, beautiful sounding game, and the bounciness just makes it wonderful. It feels very fluid in the bounciness once you get your head around the whole jumping mechanics. I just wish there was gamepad support now, so I could like kind of sit back and just chill out with it. But as Ian said, update number 1 will contain gamepad support, so that's totally cool. I'm happy to wait. So you see a frog here just showing us. So I think the frog actually shows us how it works. So the frog is basically like tutorializing. It's just basically the frog is teaching us how to jump. What a good creature to be showing us. So basically what we want to do is kind of use the surface to trampoline up higher, and if we use that we can go higher. Can we go higher? I think we've reached our maximum highness. Maximum highness. What have you been smoking, sir? Nothing at all. I'm just bouncing on a world full of jelly. I think they would probably assume that I was on something if I had stated something like that to the authorities. But whoa, hello, what happened there? I don't know, I super jellied. There are the occasional hiccup now and again, but it's so few and far between. That's the second time I've seen something wacky like that happen. And to be honest, I kind of like it. It's not so much detrimental to the way that the game plays. So on your particular levels, you have like an objective or like an aim, which will be like to travel from one end to the other of a level. Sometimes it can be full of obstacles. These things, of course, that look ominously spiky and horrible will kill you if you touch them, like so. But when you see something that happens like that, the levels are so short that it doesn't matter because you can restart so quickly. If you die, there we go, pop. Oh, we just restart again. Infinite restarts. There's no real, aside from the fail state being you start at the very beginning of the particular like screen or segment that you're on. I don't really mind if a bug kind of kills me. If it's hilarious or fun to watch, then I'm completely cool with that, as long as it's not completely game breaking. But as I was saying earlier, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I enjoy the. So to describe it, it's like the world isn't exactly open world at all. It's quite linear. There's like a set pathway as such that you want to reach or you want to do. There's like a kind of set goal, but the game doesn't really give you any pointers, and we'll kind of touch on that soon when I get to some sections that kind of contain the bits that I need to talk about. It doesn't really give you any hints as to like where you need to go or what you need to do. There are multiple routes that you can take. If I wanted to, I could go back like 3 levels. I could go, I'm not quite finished with this. Oh, hello, I just killed myself. Wait, oh, I started here. Okay, so I can go through there, and then I can go down here, and I can go up. Fuck it, we'll go through here. And you can go all the way back. These windows will allow you to travel from quite far in the game, right the way back to the beginning, if you so wanted to. I don't know why you would, or maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe there is a reason. Maybe I won't say what the reason is. But yeah, you can travel around quite well. There's not really much preventing you from doing that, aside from like the puzzles and things that you need to solve. I say puzzles, but they're more like it's more like collecting things and completing particular pathways and stuff. But you're not really pointed towards what you need to do as such. This is kind of scary. I think I'll just bounce over the top of this. Oh, hello, the spiky thing. Bad looking spiky thing. Oh, hello again. I burst like a little balloon. Oh, hello. I control very well. Oh, hello. Come on now, Tom. It's hard to try and think about what you're trying to say and then not kill yourself on all the bouncy. There we go. We'll just go over here. And I'll stop. We'll stop for a second. We'll appreciate what's going on. So yeah, there's no real thing telling you need to go here or you need to go there. So you can actually explore around. And I think because it's not got any kind of pointers towards what you need to do, it adds to that whole mysterious, there's a world of exploration, of bounciness and of joy that I need to experience, and there's nothing to stop me, just me and the bounciness and the sun and everything, the hello, and the spiky things, they kind of are there to stop us. But I do enjoy that level of mystery and exploration that the game provides, even though it is like a get from one end of the level to the other. There are sections where you'll come over like multiple pathways. Hello. How do we do this then? How would you propose we would solve this? There seems to be a situation within that I need to be a part of. Perhaps if I just jump up and then go bounce. Oh, exactly. But then if I touch that, the same thing happens. But if I jump down there, then I run across. Ah, clever. Sneaky. Very good. Oh, hello. That wasn't meant to happen. Tom, you idiot. I think maybe if I just stand here. So if you stand too close to the edge and jump, it's going to like, well, I suppose that wall jumped me there. But if you jump up, it's going to like push you out because you're of course taking like force from the left and then from the bottom and things. Words I don't know. Science! I think it's science. I'm not sure. I haven't done science in quite some time. But this is all very basic stuff at the moment. How would we do this? Probably by doing this. Whoa, it's so cool. Bouncy. I do enjoy the fact that everything is tremendously bouncy. I think I need to get some good height here. Whoa. Off the screen and everything. And then we come to like Doctor Who's fucking TARDIS. So, a new area. This is more kind of, I don't know, this struck me as kind of like an underwater type area. This is kind of like the first place you come to like an open type pathway. Not so much open, I mean it still is very linear, but you get the choice to go through different doorways, and it does add to the exploration. I particularly enjoy the kind of like, I don't know how to say, like, kind of like echoey, like, sounds like it's kind of cavernous or underwater. There's this thing here, we need to basically fill up the 3 things in the middle, and the only real indicator of where you've been is that any windows that you've not entered will have that kind of circle around them, so you can see I've not been there, so I'll go through that one. You'll see that because I've been through it, the white circly bobbly bits have disappeared. What happens if I go up here? Hello. And really, I should have mentioned that the controls for the game are very basic, so it's only like a jump and a left and a right that you need, and I'm using just the arrow keys on the keyboard. Very simple. It probably goes without saying. I mean, you would pick up the game and you would do that instantly yourself. There's not a lot to think about in terms of controls. Come on now, bounce up higher, little man. I don't even know what it is. I mean, it looks kind of like in Journey, the towel people, the cloth people of the cloth. So we've got an elevator. Let's or a phone booth. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is actually quite a cool area to explore. Not just because it looks beautiful. Did that grow because I jumped on there? Let's jump over here and make some stuff grow. Yes, grow, my pretties. The game looks fantastic though. It really does look amazing. It's got such a charming and, I suppose you could say, inoffensive art style. It's very, very happy feeling. You feel full of joy when you're playing it. I'm just like, what? It just looks pretty and it's bouncy and it makes me happy. It makes me feel like a kid again. Any games that make me feel like I'm receding in age are good in my eyes, because I don't want to be old anymore. No, I'm kidding on. I enjoy being old as well. I can buy beer. That's a good thing. That's something I couldn't do when I was a kid. But yeah, it does look fantastic. It's a game that I think a lot of people will enjoy, of all ages, not just old nerds. I mean, you could say if you've got a kid, you could be like, kid, my child, have a look at this game, and they'd be like, wow, this game's awesome. Guaranteed. So we've collected this thing. It's like a firefly, I suppose. I don't really know what it's doing, but for some reason we need to put this somewhere, because that's what games dictate. Right, if I can just get this bounce proper. Oh, hello. One more. Oh, too early. One more. Oh, I'm too early again. Hold on. Up. Oh, dear me. Hold the phone. I was getting this with like 100% accuracy earlier on, and now with you chumps watching, and you nerds are making me nervous. That's the problem. No, I'm kidding on. It does take a little bit of forethought. You need to watch your bounce when you're getting to the maximum point. Oh, balls. Don't do it now, Tom. Don't ruin it for everyone. Yep, there we go. There we go. Very good. Stress for no reason. So we put these things here. They go on these like circular bits for some reason. And with Disaster Piece's glorious, like, almost lullaby-esque music in the background. There we go, we collect that, we come through here, you go on that, and then we jump through the window. Oh, it's good. Doing things, playing games, knowing what's going on. Oh, palo, I just fell to my... Well, I wouldn't say it was my death. I fell somewhere! How do we overcome such spiky things? We do this, and then I would imagine we drop down here. Oh! I say I would imagine, I'm pretty sure that's where we go. I'm almost 100% sure. So there was a thing that I was thinking of when I was playing this earlier on. I was thinking, I can't wait for, like, I don't know, like a speedrunning... People will speedrun this game. This game aches for, like, speedrunning. It has so many cool things that could be done in a speedrunning capacity, and I think the mechanic just adds like so much depth to that whole idea of being able to do things quickly, because it's not like a set kind of, this is a surface here that has a particular like length or like an angle you can jump off of. Oh no, what's going on, little man? Scale this thing, please. Why am I not doing it properly? What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Aha! Oh no. Oh, there we go, very good. So yeah, so because like surfaces are almost dynamic to an extent, I mean they're still like predefined as where they are, but there's a certain degree of manipulation that you can do to the surfaces. I think it'd be really interesting to watch people speedrunning to see how they would like develop like say angles for jumps and things. That would be so awesome. I excite myself with such thoughts. It's not going to be me though. I'm not very good at video games. I'm not good enough for that kind of thing. So we're still collecting these things. We're just jumping around. It controls very well. The game actually does control very well, even with the keyboard. I played roughly about I'd say an hour or two. And that's been enough for me to like fully acclimatise myself to the keyboard again, because it's not something I use very frequently for gaming. Well, I don't mean like, I mean solely. I mean I use keyboard and mouse for like FPS and stuff, as you would imagine. Funny thought that I would play FPS games, but I do frequently. I actually like a lot of AAA games as well. You chumps don't see it though, because I don't like showing you all the fancy games. I want to show you the good games, the real games, the good stuff. But yeah, so it does control very well with even with just the keyboard. As I said though, I'm really excited for gamepad support. I think it's what the game requires for like greatness status. How did I get down to this thing again? I think, oh yeah, just droop down. There we go, very good. What doors have I not been in yet? I think there's actually a special bit that I've neglected, possibly. Nope, it's not there. Did I go through this? Did I go through you? Have I experienced you? Yeah, I have, I remember. I recall dying there a couple of times. Whoop! Oh, balls. How many have I got? I think I've just got one white firefly thing. White firefly! I've got one of the firefly ribbons. There we go. Bouncy bounce. And a bounce. There we go. Oh, it's good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. There's where the door is. Yeah, it's just one of those games that you can just completely zone out to and have a lot of fun. Like, I'm already feeling myself go into a meditative state. If I do stop talking at any point, it's because I've completely slipped into like a fun coma. And I mean that in the best way possible. It requires a lot of attention to balls to stop you from killing yourself in particular ways. Oh no, that was almost great. There we go, bounce there. Oh, speedrunning, look at me go. I'm the fastest man alive. Fastest ghost man alive. I don't know what he is. He kind of looks like a ghost. He's got all the important stuff for a platforming game. He's got 2 legs and a body. That's all you need. How did I... Where am I meant to be going here? What is the dealio? Oh, come on now, little man. Ah, there we go, very good. I think I go through here. And then... Oh, can I do it with one swift movement? I bet there's like an angle you can do, like... Whoa, yes, there it is. See what I mean? It's glorious. Whoop. There we go. Hup. And in the door. Oh, balls. Wah! I'm forgetting where the actual... Sometimes you need to cycle through the doors. Like, eventually, if you played the game enough, I'm sure you would begin to remember what the correct pathways to get to things are. Like, I don't know which window takes me back to the main window that I want. Did I go through here? No. That was the last one I went through. Maybe I need to go up here. Music's fantastic, it's just so beautiful. Whoop! And we'll go through here. Nope. Oh wait, hold on, have I been here yet? No, I've not done all this stuff, I don't think. Whoop! And I hope, and I hope, and I hope, and I hope. Oh no. Scary. Whoa! Yes. Aha! Is that me done? Have I finished? Yes, okay, that was surprisingly quick. Compared to the first time I done it, it took me fucking ages. Well, I wouldn't say ages, it took me some time to do it, but it gives you a kind of idea of what the game's all about. Now, I don't want to go too far into it because there's a lot to experience. We'll go through maybe one more and see if it's the one that I need. So basically what that's done is that's filled in one part of the orange door of Destiny that we'll now refer to it as. And we're back in like kind of like Water World with Kevin Costner. No, there's no Kevin Costner here. Don't worry, Kevin Costner is not here to ruin this game, not at all. So if we go through here, this takes us kind of back to like a main chamber bit. I think this is where the door is, possibly, maybe. No, just another window. I'll go through one more window then, or one more set of windows, and get to another like stage, and we can kind of look at the way that it kind of ramps up in the different aspects, or the level design, I suppose. They add. I've not been to you yet, I don't think. Aha! So this is when it adds like another thing. These are like little flowery egg pods, and you can bounce on them, and they make musical notes, like probably with a sitar. I think it sounds sitar-ish. Sitar, like the Indian instrument, very long strings, that kind of tinny sounding. But aside from the sitar though, it adds in this element where you can use these as bouncy pads, and it kind of like adds in a whole new dimension to the levels. But there's another thing that we need to just witness shortly, and this is only the start. I mean, it keeps adding stuff, and like wait till you see when it gets to like water worlds, like actual water. But there's this. this actually rotates the level. It gets crazier and crazier. So you can rotate the levels, and you have to like complete the level with it being rotated. So how do we do this? We'll probably go up this way then. And round here, and then it adds more. It's like, oh, you want to rotate your levels? I'll rotate your levels, sonny. Watch this. There we go. More rotation. Oh, it's glorious. I could play on more. There's a lot to experience. Like, this is just scraping the surface. My initial impressions, to kind of round it up, I'd say this game is fantastic. It's missing, of course, gamepad support now, but I've had it confirmed that it is going to include gamepad support. I would have preferred to see more settings in terms of being able to like set your window size rather than it being full screen, but other than that, the game plays fantastically, sounds amazing, looks amazing. It's definitely worth your time, and it shall be on sale in the Humble Bundle for $9 on sale, then it'll be $10 full price. You can go and check it out, link in the description below.